Denmark's very far away and really has nothing to do. What happens? A boat landed there 200 years ago or something, and they say they have rights to it. I don't know if that's true. I don't think it is, actually. But we've been dealing with Denmark, we've been dealing with Greenland, and we have to do it. We really need it for national security. I think that's why NATO might have to get involved in a way, because we really need Greenland for national security. It's very important. You know, we have a couple of bases on Greenland already, and we have quite a few soldiers, and maybe you'll see more and more soldiers go there. I don't know. What do you think about that, Pete? Denmark's very far away.
Yes, exactly. Donny, aged 8. Yes. Denmark is very, very far away. Good, Donny. Good. Well done, Donny. Well done. Glad to see you are learning. Good evening, my Friday Frolickers, and I hope you're all very, very well, and I hope you've had a fantastic day, and I do hope you're all ready for a wonderful weekend. And let's have a look, see who's in the chat today. And of course, without yes, exactly, my dear friend Billy Kershaw. Evening Badgers and Dean from Grimsby. Wanted an amazing call. I thought he was fantastic. If you've not seen it, you should. If you've not seen my video, last one I did for today, should listen to me. He was amazing. You know, he sort of like gives you that little look into how somebody like Donald Trump works, and you just think, how I put it, there's no point trying to placate him, because people like that, they don't respect people who try and kiss his butt. So I don't see the point. But anyway, let's have a little natter with those in the chat. And good evening, my dear friend Alistair Kerr. I do hope you're all well, and give a massive thumbs up to my moderators. And Alistair Kerr does a fantastic job for me. Stephen Bank, whoopee, it's time for Friday Frolics with fellow frolickers and our frolicking host, talented Daily Blasé. Good evening, my friend. Oh, you are too kind, but thank you very much. You're very, very kind. Yes, thank you very much. And another one of my fantastic moderators, the one, the only Mad Monk. I hope you're both very, very well, Mad Monk and Alistair. And let's everybody else. There's I'll get my daughter. Did you have a good day today? Where you went? I know you went on your Friday trips. Did you have a good time? Was it well worth it? And yes, let's one Gerard. Hope you're very, very well. Another Scotsman here. Yes, I've got something very special for you, my dear friends, my fantastic friends from up north, as we say up here. Yes, good evening, Reagan Elite. I hope you're very well. If you're not subscribed to Reagan Elite's channel, please do. Does some fantastic work, and thoroughly enjoyed his 2-year anniversary live stream last night. It was very, very good. Really enjoyed it. Yes, good evening, Anne Phillips. You know what? We can't go on meeting like this. You're absolutely right, Anne Phillips. We certainly cannot keep meeting like this, or else people will start talking. I hope you're well, my friend, and I hope you've had a lovely day today. Yes, and Simon says, good evening, my friend. And Frederick Roththird, good evening. Chris Fisher, I hope you're well, my friend. Long time no speak. Hope you're well. Spank the Monkey, hope you're very, very well. Hope you're fantastically well. And yes, I think if I've missed any... Good evening, Julie Brown. How can I miss you there? I do apologise. Wash my mouth out with soap and water and dunk my head in the toilet for missing you out, my dear friend. I do apologise. I'm just making sure I haven't missed anybody else out, or else they'll be saying, that's it, never going to listen to Daily Blasé ever again. He's miss my name out, I'm incredibly insulted. But anyway, let's crack on as Dennis Pennis. Hope you well. Just knocking in just in time, my friend. Hope you're very, very well. Well, anyway, let's go. I'm just going to crack on for something a little bit special for all my friends up in Scotland. Let's see if I can manage to do it. Let's see if I can manage to get it sorted. Right. Let's give myself a quick minute. Yes, yes. As you know, one thing I always like to have is from you guys is a little bits of tidbits that you'd like, that you always send my way, and this is for you guys for Scotland. You're my dear friends up in Scotland. Here's a lovely little treat for you. Sent to me early today by my wonderful friend Alistair, who sent me this absolute barnstormer of a video, and I just thought, do you know what? I'm going to share it with you guys because I thought it was just hilariously funny. So let's just oh, that doesn't look right good, does it? I'll give it a quick sec. Hold on a sec. I don't know what's happened there. Yes, I know what's happened. Nearly got it right. Give me a quick second. As you can see, professional to the end, as you can see. Never mind. These things are here to test us. I'll get myself all sorted. There we go. I'm back in the way now. Oh dear. I thought I'd sorted this out earlier on, but like an idiot, mucked it up. Give me a quick sec. There we go. We're cooking on gas now. There we go. That's better, isn't it? You see my ugly mush. There we go. But yes, my dear friend, Alistair sent me this. Good evening, my dear friend. The Ad Archive, Steve Binning and Andrew Luke. You're just in time for a bit of a treat. Good evening. I hope you've had a lovely day, and I hope you've had a fantastic. I hope you're going to have. Everybody has a fantastic weekend. But this was sent to me by my dear friend Alistair, and I fell about laughing. Absolutely hilarious. Enjoy, my lovely friends from Scotland, because I know you'll love it.
Can't believe you dragged me into this, man. Come on, they're different now. Don't believe that for a minute. You ever heard Anis Sarwar speak? They've learned their lessons, they've changed, alright? I'll hear them out, but I'm going to bet they're the same corrupt twats they've always been. Oh, trust me, it's a new dawn for Scottish Labour, alright? Oh, here we go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Do you feel it? Do you feel the power of Scottish Labour socialism in the air? Oh, come on, just get me the vibe, man. Come on, woo! Socialism! Can you feel the spirit of Jim Murphy looking down upon us today? I don't even think Jim Murphy's dead. Shh! Oh, it feels good, doesn't it? It feels good to be gathered here today with a bit of hope and optimism after enduring many years of the dark times. Aye, alright, the Tories were terrible. See, they get it, mate, they get it. The dark times which were caused by dirty, hate-filled nationalist traitors to Britain. Oh, for fuck's sake, here we go again with this pish, aye? Just let him speak, mate, just let him speak. Those vile, nasty separatists took our ball away in 2015. You deserved it. Oh, we bit cheeky for the audience there. Fair play. But we've learned learned our lessons though, and we've listened. And we're ready to bring the change that Scotland so desperately needs. See? They've changed. We'll wait with bated breath. The Scottish people had been hypnotised by the SNP into believing Scottish Labour were a bunch of brown envelope-loving, selfish careerists who were only in it for ourselves. They were though? Shh. Listen. But the spell has been broken. And now the people of Scotland remember who their true masters really are. Masters? I'm sure he meant public servants. But I'm here today to tell you you can trust Scottish Labour to deliver. See, they're on it, mate. They are on it. You can trust Scottish Labour to deliver for our pensioners who have been too long ignored by the... What is it, Matthew? Sir Keir Starmer says no. Okay? But as we know, many of those pensioners are old, wealthy, male Tory bastards who don't need our help. So we'll take the help we would have given them and we'll give it to the waspy women who have been too long denied. Oh, for God's sake, really, Matthew? I post for pictures with them to get elected. Sir Keir Starmer says no. Okay, But as we all know, those waspy women are probably dirty, hate-filled nationalists. And nationalists won't stand up for the Grangemouth workers. But we in Scottish Labour promise on the blood of our children that we will stand up. We promised we'd sort that out. We promised everybody. Sir Keir Starmer says no. Okay. But as we know, Grangemouth is in the past. And Scottish Labour are looking to the future to create a society where we look after those who are truly vulnerable. You see, socialism's back, baby. The cruel Tories treated disabled people like they were vermin, like they were criminals. But Scottish Labour will ensure that we stand up for disabled people. We stand up for the most vulnerable in society. Jesus Christ, I'm about to have a fucking aneurysm. Sir Keir Starmer says no. Okay. Nuclear weapons. Just the other week there, Secretary of State for Scotland Ian Murray reinforced his commitment to the prohibition of nuclear weapons. Let me guess, Matthew, Ukraine causing some 180s and a bit of backpedaling? Aye. Sir Keir Starmer says no. Okay, this is turning into quite a tough gig. Unlike those dirty nationalists, you can trust Scottish Labour to stand up for the people of Scotland and to put Scottish interests firmly back in the menu, boys. Oh, in the name of fuck, you're taking a piss now. Sir Keir Starmer says no. Brilliant. Okay, in times of trouble, you pull out the classics, don't you? Right. You can trust Scottish Labour to say no to Indie Ref 2. Oh, really? This shite again? Is that the best you can do? Is that the change that you promised? Wait. No. No to Indie Ref 2. No to Indie Ref 2. Am I saying it wrong? Yous have fucked it, in ye? Yous have fucked it. No. Wait, guys, wait. Women don't have penises. Women don't have penises. We've always said that. Too little, too late, mate. You're the same bunch of cunts you've always been. Scottish Labour are back. We've changed. I can't believe I wasted a Saturday afternoon in this shite. I'm out of here, man. I'll buy you lunch, right, as a way of saying sorry, because that was fucking embarrassing. For once. It'd just be nice to know what Scottish Labour actually stands for. Keir says no. I fucking get it.
Yo, I'm in the light at the end of the tunnel. Paper stacks, yeah, I got them in the bundles. Harry Potter breaking bread with the muggles. They said I would've made it, now they looking puzzled.
At this point, it'd just be easier being a Lib Dem.
Get the bag, it ain't never getting fumbled. In the jack, but we came up from the bottom. Through the cracks of the light pour in.
A round of applause for my moderator, Alistair Kerr. What a belter of a video. Thank you very much. That was well worth watching. Had me in hysterics when I saw that. That was so funny. Oh, I see there's one or two people who have who just I'm sure I just saw Genie Bottle in the audience, and I think maybe one or two others. I wake up and smell the rosaries. I knew I'd seen you there. I hope you're very, very well. Good evening, Scott. Hope you're very, very well. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you've had a fantastic day. And good evening, John Wallace. I remember speaking to you a couple of weeks ago. Good to speak to you. Really. Yes, but yes. I'll say thank you very much to my dear friend Alistair for sharing that with me. That was just so funny. That had me in hysterics. So thank you very much. But And I suppose I do yes, Dave McGuinness, the two Davis legends. If you're not subscribed to their channel, please do. You are missing out on a fantastic treat. I just make silly cow noises and do silly stuff. Where if you want to be informed and hear an intelligent conversation, you'll get it from the two Davis, especially when it comes to independent referendums and what's happening up in Scotland. They've probably forgotten more than what I will ever know. So they're well worth a good listen. But anyway, speaking of Scotland, good evening, Niggy Burks. I hope you're very, very well. Hope you're very, very, very well, and hope you've had a lovely day. But as I said, was it Monday, International Women's Day? If I remember rightly, International Women's Day, and if I remember rightly, I'm sure it was. Just give me a quick sec. And I know this week you speaking of up north, one of your legends of the political discourse and a legend within the SNP. That is Nicola Sturgeon. She's calling time on her and her time in politics, I suppose you could say. And it's just a crying shame. It was Saturday the 8th, right? It's always good to see you, my dear friend Niggy Burke. It's always good to see you all. But as I say, with it being International Women's Day, thank you, Stephen Bankier. Yes, I always keep forgetting to remind people. Can you please tamper with the like button? As my dear friend Stephen Bankier says, are we? But anyway, unfortunately, that they're fantastic, and I will probably go as far as say probably one of our most formidable politicians in our modern times, I suppose you could say. It's Nicola Sturgeon calling time, and I just found this little bit of space, and I found it very, very interesting what she had to say, and I thought it was really, really. I found what she had to say really interesting, and I totally agree with everything she says.
Whatever you think about the gender recognition reform bill, it's not in force. And therefore, the kind of things that are being debated right now are not impacted by that. They wouldn't have been, incidentally, even if it was in force, but it's not. Now, people can debate these things, debate them robustly. That is right and proper in any democracy. What I regret about this issue, what I regret about much of political discourse right now, and I take my share of responsibility for it, is the inability to debate things civilly and respectfully. And I think we'll reach a point in time, I don't know whether it will be 5, 10 years or longer, when collectively we look back at the vilification of trans people that's happening right now and be quite ashamed of that.
Totally agree. Absolutely, totally agree. Because we have our good friend Rachel, the amount of shite she has to deal with because of the clowns like you have, like Kemi Badenoch and other right wing nuts. I heard a little bit of the discourse shite from in Holyrood, from some clown from the Tory end, speaking about they're so in division with their trans bollocks nonsense, and I just love the way Nicola Sturgeon just really rolled her eyes and just went. And when it comes to and for me, when it comes to these they're not really learning the lessons, are they? They're not learning. they're not really learning their lessons, because I would go as far as say that the good evening, get me teeth in. Good evening, Nana Mouse. I hope you're very, very well. But they're not really learning the lesson. They still seem to think that the culture war bollocks is what we all want to go for. And I think probably more often than not, it's not. We're more interested in other things like, you know, getting us rents. Cost of living crisis being far more important. Good evening, Evans, PA, and welcome to my Friday Frolic. Hope you've had a lovely day as well. But I just think, howdy partners. Yes, the Bin Podcast Network. Please subscribe to that. They do some fantastic live streams. I think they do absolutely excellent work. So please, even if you have to leave this live stream, get up to the Bin Podcast, subscribe, please, because this is a silly live stream where we just have a good laugh. Whereas the Bin Podcast, what they do is absolutely educational, very educational, and I learn a hell of a lot, especially with American politics, because living over here, we only get little bits and bats. But when we watch the Bin Podcast, learn so much. They do some fantastic work. But yes, good evening, Gordon Hunter. Right, even in Bonnie, Scotland, except there's a trumpet loose in our house. You notice I just managed to steer away from trying to destroy the Scottish accent then when I would just... I nearly broke into "Ooh, Donald, where's your trousers?" type of song. Just managed to stop myself. But yes, I think it's a crying shame, because I think she's the last of our modern day fantastic political leaders because what we've had over the last few years. To be honest, when it comes to, is it John McSweeney? Have I said his name? I think he does very well, but he's a different type, isn't he? Seems more calmer and more. I won't say robust, but he seems more calm and more not more competent, but calm and competent, I suppose you could say. Where Nicola, she had that little bit of an edge about her, didn't she? She was very, very good. But like as I said, it was International Women's Day, wasn't it? And so I just thought, in true, have we got around to watching Nathan Barley yet? Not yet, but I've got it written down. I will do. Your committing posts, I learn more each and every day. I wake up to Donkey Dave every morning. You both thank you. Managed to be put in the same sentence as the legend that is Donkey Dave. That's very high praise. If you've not subscribed to Donkey Dave, he's brilliant. He's absolutely... I fell about laughing when he brought... I can't remember which video it was, when he brought out the little violin. When that farmer came out. But anyway, like I said, it was International Women's Day. And who else do we need to listen to welcoming International Women's Day? Well, it's of course the one and only Liz Truss. No, not that Liz Truss. No, not the one that crashed the economy. The one and only Liv Truss. Take it away, Liv Truss, on International Women's Day.
Hello, it's me, Liv Truss, with a message on this International Women's Day. No men allowed. There is no man in woman. What's that? There is? Woman. No. Oh, okay, I'll start again. Right. Happy International Female Day. What's that? There's male in female. Okay, I'll try again. Happy International Ladies' Day. Lads, Oh, for goodness sake, this is ridiculous. That is a disgrace. It really is. You know, thank goodness that we've got people like Trump out there supporting us women, you know? That's what it's all about. So I'm here with a message to you to say go out there and achieve your dreams. You know, well, I've inspired so many people. Look what I did in 49 days. And just imagine what I could have done in 60. Much, much, much more. And if you fail, just remember to keep trying. Try again and again. And again, and again, you know, because what I'm about is trying. You know, I just keep coming back. You know, I crashed the glass ceiling. I smashed it really hard. And that was mainly because a bit of pork exploded in a meeting that I was having because I put some Coca-Cola in it to see what would happen. It really hurt. And also, I had just got a demotion at the time. But what I'm about is saying to you, go fast, go furious, and make it happen and achieve your dreams. And if you want to disappear, don't worry, because just come back. Like me. Happy Vagina Day.
She's brilliant, isn't she? Absolutely hilarious. Oh, that's good evening, Yammer F. Hope you're very, very well. Just worked 13 days straight and I worked 175 hours. I'm knackered and need a laugh. I'm sure you do. And you do realise if you'd have said that to a Tory, he would think you're a bit of a slacker. He would want you to work 25 hours a day, 8 days a week, constantly. But anyway, good to see you. Hope you're very, very well. And welcome to my Friday frolic. And I hope we do manage to have a good giggle, which I'm determined to try and do, you know, because with it being Friday, it's time for a bit of gallows humour, isn't it? And let's just say we have another young lady who, let's just say, she's absolutely hilarious. And she usually does a mean Tory MP impersonator, or a mean, fantastic Kemi Badenoch type impersonation. But it's usually pretending to be one of them ridiculous Tory MPs. Yes, it's our wonderful and fantastic Matilda Thorpe, and let's just say she does her own little video called, you've heard of The Price is Right. Now, this is now called The Price is Shite.
And welcome to this new American political game show where the contestants have to work out whether the shares are going to go up or down. It's really fun. They have to shout higher or lower, or lower, or lower, or lower. Yeah, it has got a bit predictable at the moment as they're only going lower. If the contestants are feeling really confident, they can play their Joker, which is an Elon Musk Cybertruck car. I love a game show, and it seems America is playing a countrywide game of family fortunes at the moment. If they win, they get an amazing prize. They get to keep their job, health insurance, and put food on the table. And if they lose, nobody goes home empty-handed. Well, in fact, nobody goes home because they lose that as well. And if you get bored with that, why not watch the new US version of Crystal Maze, where the American contestants get to go and dig up minerals underneath the war-torn and shattered towns of the Ukraine. And lastly, a fab new series of Would I Lie to You, where as we watch the Dow Jones plunging, Donald Trump is telling us that everything is great and there's nothing to worry about. The contestants have the difficult job of trying to guess which is right. I think I know.
Brilliant, isn't she? Oh, that's the wonderful Matilda Thorpe. She's absolutely top class. And let's do the big podcast now. I'm a granny, and grannies always know everything. Well, yes. Yeah, I won't argue with that. I remember my grandma, nobody confronted my grandma, It's like my granddad, he used to love the horse racing. He'd have all horse racing. So grandkids go, right, get it off, get the cartoons on, whatever. And no, watching the 3:35 at Kep store, tough. Then he'd be relegated to upstairs listening to the radio while he's got his betting slips and one. So yes, I agree with that. Nobody messes with Grandma. Good evening, Mark Telfer. Hope you're very, very well, and welcome to my Friday Frolic. And I hope you've had a fantastic day. But yeah. Bill Burr, Musk is a illuminated face. Oh, he's been on fire, hasn't he, recently? He's been absolutely just ripping shreds out of him, isn't he? He don't mess about, does he? But anyway, as I say, I'm going to dedicate for most of this first hour to International Women's Day. Good evening, QA Library, QA Library, and welcome, and glad to see you here. But as I say, when it comes to International Women's Day, I just decided I'm going to celebrate it with some of the best. West Yorkshire women are bloody scary. Love them. I married a Leeds lass and have been educated. Nice one. Yes, my lass from Buttershaw, and she takes no prisoners as well. Love her to the end of the earth. Live in a shoebox for that one wonderful woman. But as I say, I thought I'd dedicate at least the first hour to some of the most funniest female comedians, who just take the rise out of these complete lunatics. And let's just say that the best, the one across the pond who just absolutely takes no prisoners, it's got to be the one, the only Maggie Reid, and she is just absolutely brilliant. Take it away, Maggie.
All right, shut up, everyone. It's KK Caroline's time to talk. Now listen up, fake news. The Trump administration and the economy are doing better than ever. And you know how I know this? How's the economy doing? Outlook good, see? Now, the tariffs are doing exactly what the tariffs are meant to do. They are a tax cut for the American people. And there is no need to fact check that because I am telling you the truth. Okay? And I find it insulting that you think that I don't know how the economy works. I know how economy works. All right? And also, people in America are so happy with Elon Musk and what Doge is doing, finding corrupt, that all of his businesses are doing better than ever. And for that reason, Donald Trump will be hosting a Tesla car show in the White House driveway. And you can go to Donald Trump's True Social for a promo code, or type in Bigly Disaster, all one word, for $1,000 off a brand new Tesla. All right, well, this press conference is over, losers. I have to go feed my husband his bottle of Ensure.
Yes, doing a fantastic impersonation of Caroline Levitt. That's brilliant. Do you know, when I was listening to that, my first thoughts, I was just thinking, could hear in the back of my head the bin podcast, when Mikey does the I love Tesla. No, that is brilliantly funny. I might actually see if I can pinch that off somewhere and use it as a ringtone, for any messages. I love Teslas. I love Teslas. But good evening, Eddie Wolf, and good evening, Sonic. Hope you're both very well, and welcome, and good evening, Joe Lefty. Welcome to my Friday Frolic. And I just noticed that I think we're heading to a bit of a record. I think we've got about up to about nearly 53 people watching. I think that's a bit of a record for me, so we're not doing bad tonight. So, but welcome to my Friday frolic, you know, and I hope you all this, as I say, well, this is all about where we just have a bit of gallows humour and a good little giggle, because in these difficult times we definitely do need it, don't we? But like, I just say there's another fantastic, another female comedian called Blair Skin, and she does another fantastic mean Caroline Levitt. It's very funny.
So we have tariffs, which is one word, and we're going to break that into several other words to remember what it means. Taxes are reduced if, and then in parentheses, your American, foreign folks can suck it. Taxes are reduced if your American and foreign folks can suck it. And that's how I remember what tariffs mean. So.
Yes, that Caroline Levitt. Yeah, she knows.
So we have.
Yes, she knows what she's talking about, doesn't she? Good evening, global citizen. Hope you're very, very well, and welcome to my Friday frolic. Hope you've had a fantastic day as well. I suppose in a way I should say as well, suppose we've all had a fantastic weekend too. As I say, we all know what my Friday frolics are about. It's just basically where we just relax, chill out, take a break from what I normally do. But now I don't normally do this, but I just couldn't resist. I could not resist last week. It was, so I don't normally do stuff in the House of Commons, but while I was watching my dear friend Reagan Elite's 2-year anniversary live stream yesterday, he played this, and he said, I hope you're going to play this tomorrow, because clearly he found it humorous. Now I know I do recognise that it's not everybody's cup of tea, but this is just absolutely hilariously funny. Whether you like her or not, you know, for me as a Home Secretary, she's not my cup of tea, because I don't. And I think probably it is because I'm too compassionate, and I think I'm more compassionate than what Yvette Cooper is. I think she's probably more of a career politician than I'll ever be. But what she did here was just so funny, because when all I said when I made a video about it was the fact that whether you like her or not, when it comes down to that dispatch box, she's very, very good at it. And I love the bit where you could see Chris Philps wanting the floor to just swallow him up as she just eats him for breakfast. Like I said in my video, I can imagine Kevin Badenoff said, "No, I want you to be my shadow home secretary." They're going, "Oh no." That'll have been. Or could have been in the office. You'll say, right, whoever gets a short straw is Home Secretary. And Chris felt, oh, for fuck's sake. But this is just pricelessly funny. Oh, hilariously funny.
You know, I'm glad to see there's some signs on the benches opposite of a change in heart. Members recognising how damaging their approach to town centre crime has been, the Shadow Home Secretary has written on Facebook, and I quote, "The police must have," and he puts this in capital letters, "zero tolerance to shoplifting and phone theft in Croydon, otherwise it will escalate. Stealing even less than £200 is illegal. So the police must focus ruthlessly on catching criminals and pursue every line of inquiry. Well, who'd have thought it? If that's what the right honourable gentleman now believes, why on earth didn't he take the opportunity in the 2 years that he was the policing minister to scrap the £200 threshold, which sent all the wrong signals across the police? Of course, we do know what part of his remedy, of course, to the disappearance of neighbourhood police and the soaring levels of town centre crime. He said, the wider public do have the powers of citizens' arrest. And where it's safe to do so, I would encourage that to be used, including potentially a physical challenge. Otherwise, it will just escalate. So we'll put aside the intriguing suggestion that perhaps the Shadow Home Secretary wanders round with handcuffs in his pocket. I wonder if maybe... I wonder if maybe...
Look at him. You can see him. He's squirming in he's desperate for the whole world to just swallow him up.
He just misunderstood the Peel principle that the police are the public and the public are the police. What they meant was neighbourhood police in the community, not leaving the community to pick up arms because the neighbourhood police had gone. And as for reform, looks like they're too busy dealing with their own internal antisocial behaviour to even show up. So yes, this government will be tough on crime and tough on the causes of crime, something that hasn't happened for far too long.
Oh dear, I have to say, it makes me think. I had a little look on his Facebook thing, and I have to say, why on earth would you put that on your Facebook thing? Because I had a little look in the comments below, and the amount of piss that people took the proper piss out of him, and you just think, what are you doing, you idiot? And as I say, I remember him in the Home Affairs Select Committee meetings where he was getting roasted by Dame Dana Johnson. While he's policing minister, she just tied him up in knots. And you could always tell when he's struggling because he starts gulping even more, doesn't he? He's either feeling the pressure or he's... you could tell he's going to tell a lie. And when he's lying, he gulps a lot. Which proves that... I'm surprised you can get 2 words out without gulping in the first place. No, she wasn't. God's last sis, believe me. As I say, good evening, Phil McCracken. I hope you're very, very well. And lovely to see you, my friend. Also, good to see you too, my dear friend Andrew Wen. Lovely to see you. And welcome to my Friday frolic. He's into discipline, nudge, nudge, say no more. Yeah, exactly. But he wished she tied him up. Yeah, it won't surprise me. Do you think he'll have been sat at the dispatch box with him with a bit of an hard-on when hearing that? Then handcuffs in his back pocket, doing a bit of what you call it, Rick Mail, and inside he'll be doing. Sorry for putting that image in your head. I do apologise, but as I say, I wasn't really going to add this, but Reagan did ask, and I thought, you ask, and I shall. At all, wit evil is still evil. Well, yeah, I agree. Actually, I know what you mean, Chris. She's not my cup of tea because I think I probably look at it the wrong way. But I think in a job like that, I'd like to see a bit more compassion. It's like, good evening, Cathal G, and hope you are very, very well. Hope you and your lovely wife are very, very well. Yeah, exactly, Frederick Roth. You're nicked. I still dislike you principally, but the Tories are still copious mentors. Yeah, exactly. I've said it a number of times. It's a crying shame that either possibly the SNP and whoever it was that, or even Lib Dems got the leadership of the opposition, because you can't take anything that these clowns say with any seriousness, can you? Because for a simple reason, after 14 years of Tory rule and rule, they have no place. They have no real, what you call it, moral fibre to criticise anybody. But yes, let's have a little bit of a good evening. Good evening, questionable obscenity. Did I hear right that Musk said empathy is killing civilization? It wouldn't surprise me. It just wouldn't surprise me, because when you hear him and his father talk, they both don't. Clearly, he's not fallen too far from the tree, has he? Really? Yeah, it'll probably be to do with all that being living in absolute. Well, I won't say, I nearly said poverty, in prosperity. That was the word I'm after, because let's be honest, our Mr. Musk, he's born on third base and he thinks he's scored a home run, doesn't he? When clearly he hasn't. But let's have a bit of a giggle. Back to the giggles, because we have our dear friend, our lovely Maggie Reid, to thank for this, because let's just say we all know things are a bit shit at the moment, aren't they? And so let's have a bit of light-hearted humour where we at the expense of that clown JD Vance. Get your lighters out and let's have a boogie.
I know that things are really shitty right now, but I want to remind you.
Get them lighters out.
There's always something to love. So here is a compilation of JD Vance memes.
When it gets to the verse, I want everybody to sing it with that Billy Idol side lip. God, I sounded terrible then.
It's easy to deceive, it's easy to tease, but hard to get released.
Come on.
Eyes without a face, eyes without a face, eyes without a face. Got no human grace. Your eyes without a face.
Oh, that was so that I just had to share it, because I knew guys the sofa, exactly the sofa surfer, without a sight. Shadow of a doubt, Billy Idolize without a face. I knew you'd find that funny. Oh dear. I'm sorry, Julie Brown. I do apologise. Photoshops are improvement on the original. I go along with that. I'm going to have a nightmare. I do apologise, my lovely daughter. Yes, exactly, Sonic. Very, very gruesome. Oh, very, very gruesome. Mascara man, yes. Did you see them pictures of him? Was it the Kennedy Theatre or something or whatever? It was well received, wasn't it? There was Stephen Thompson from South Park. Yes, but here's one for my lovely friends over in Ireland. Yes, absolutely. I totally agree, Alistair. Yeah, the banter is absolutely been brilliant tonight. But let's just for our wonderful friends over in Ireland, and here it is, a Friday frolic. Won't be a Friday frolic. For the Friday frolic without the one, the only, the fantastic Garrett. And he weighs in on we might end up being the Irish Republic of America. Take it away, Garrett.
Is Donald Trump coming for Ireland? Today, the Irish Prime Minister, who we called the Taoiseach, which is a much fucking cooler name, met Donald Trump. Today we find out if he'll impose 200% tariffs. Or worse, we might end up being the Irish Republic of America. The IRO. So many important questions, and I'm not going to answer any of them. Instead, I'm going to review JD Vance's Irish fit. So he has worn a suit. He quite famously prefers a suit. Green tie, nice touch, very Gaelic. Guramahagot. He has an entire back garden's worth of shamrocks attached to his jacket. Either that or he's grown his own basil. 10 out of 10 effort here. You'd literally have to get planning permission to dig up that much ground in Ireland. And then boom, the shamrock socks. Nobody takes us seriously. Can you imagine if he went in to talk to Putin and he had socks on with those little Russian furry hats on them? 8 out of 10. Follow me. I'm delicious. Is Donald...
Yes, fashion tips from Garrett, and good evening, Tone. Hope you're very, very well, and welcome to my Friday frolic. Good to see you. Yes, 8 out of 10. Yeah, fashion tips from Garrett. Yes. Just, he is delicious. I totally agree, Alistair. And let's just say he didn't finish there, as because, as we all know, am I right in saying St. Patrick's Day is on Monday? If I'm wrong, I do apologize. Good evening, Context. Hope you're very, very well. What did I miss? You just missed about 50 minutes. Don't worry, we're here till 7 anyway. So it's no, no worries, my dear friend. Catherine, don't worry about it. Yes, but our dear friend isn't finished. As we know, it's St. Patrick's Day, where the one thing I've always noticed about when it comes to St. Patrick's Day, so it is Monday. Thank you, Frederick Roth and Andrew. And the amount of it's not something I go out purposely to celebrate. The only time I was out was when me and my friend, we just went out for a few beers around town. It's not something I would put, because I think it was on a Saturday. I think it was a couple of years ago, and it's not something I would book a day off to go celebrate, because I just think, well, I'm not Irish. And I wouldn't expect people from Scotland or in Wales or in Ireland to celebrate St. George's Day. But yes, but like, good evening, Joe. Hope you're well. And good to say, another one of my fantastic moderators. Give my fantastic moderator a wonderful good like, because as I say, without my moderators, I won't be able to do this without them. And they also keep you noisy rabble under control as well. Well, only just. But yes, he says, I'm looking forward to St. Patrick's Day, the only day where we get a bit of fucking attention.
Donald Trump, what the fuck is this? He has proclaimed March Irish American Heritage Month. I live in Ireland and we only get one fucking day, St. Patrick's Day. Why do Irish Americans need an entire month? What are you gonna do? Sit around and think about the fucking famine? That's not Irish at all, taking over a whole month. Sounds like fucking English behaviour to me. And look, Irish Americans, I mean this in the best possible way, but you are already insufferable. I'm just joking. It's only about 85% of you. You already never shut up about your Irish heritage. I actually don't think you can come up with the way to be more violently of Irish descent for March. You're going to spend the entire month telling everybody you see how your great-great-grandfather, who you never fucking met, got on a boat because he was hungry. Anyway, I'll be looking forward to St. Patrick's Day, the only day where we get a bit of fucking attention. Follow me, I'm delicious.
Yes, follow
Donald
Garrett,
Trump,
he's
what
delicious.
the fuck is this?
I love the way it starts. Donald Trump, what the fuck is this? And good evening, wee baboo. That's a fantastic name. Welcome to my Friday Frolic. Hope you're very, very well, my dear friend. Sounds like English behaviour. Good evening, Rabbingins. Hope you're well, and hope you've had a lovely day. And again, welcome to my Friday Frolic. Oh, yes, but he's brilliant, is Garrett. He's hilariously funny. He's so funny. Yes, absolutely spanked the monkey. He's very, very much incredibly delicious. But yes, you can never keep the man out of what you call the from the attention room. You know, you can't keep him away. He's always got to be about, you know, making a nuisance of himself. So unfortunately, we have to listen to the leader of the free world, and here is pearls of wisdom. Yes, this is the moment in time where it's preschool apprentice. Take it away, Donna.
Welcome back to another edition of the Preschool Apprentice. Okay, today the teacher told me it was National Hot Cocoa Day. Okay, and quite frankly, I was confused. Who is Coco? Okay, and why is Coco so hot? Okay, and she said, no, Donnie, it's hot chocolate. Okay, and she said, you put chocolate in water and it melts. And I said, that sounds so nasty. Why would you ruin the chocolate by putting it in water? Okay, and quite frankly, why would you want to melt chocolate? It's a very nasty business. You know, one time I wasn't supposed to have a candy bar. I stole it and I tried to hide it in my lamp, okay? And all of a sudden, the lamp started dripping chocolate and it exposed me, quite frankly. What a nasty lamp. It did some things, and the chocolate was no more. And I lost my chocolate, and I lost my lamp because the lamp was ruined because of the chocolate. So hot chocolate is not good. It's not good. And she said, Donnie, it's delicious. And I said, you eat lamp chocolate? And she said, Donnie, I don't know what you're talking about, but hot chocolate is great. And she made us all what is called hot cocoa, and apparently I don't know what they put in it, probably witchcraft or something, because it's so good. It's so good, and it's just chocolate and water, okay? And I don't know how that works, because water, very gross, very nasty. Chocolate, very delicious, very not nasty, opposite of nasty. And you put them together, and it's like this magical concoction, something gross and something good, and boom, you get goodness. So I don't know, but we're looking into it, folks. We're looking into it so big. I don't know how it would happen, but we're looking into it.
I love the way he does this. He's brilliant, isn't that young lad? He's got an absolute mean Donald Trump voice. Absolutely hilariously funny. I love the wig as well. It's just hilariously funny. I wonder if he ever takes it to school with them, and they all just kids ever. Yes, so bigly, so big. I love. Yeah, absolutely, Alistair. Yeah, he's nailed it. I can imagine his mates at school, say to him, "Go on, do the Donny impersonation." Yeah. The lamps did some things. Oh, matron. Yes. That's what he says. He's probably never sounded more never sounded more intelligent ever. Yes, and I know everything about chocolate. Yeah. Yeah. Septic chocolate is awful. Yes. It's just absolutely brilliant. Oh, but like, as I say, oh yes. Seen as though that now, seen as though, oh, pardon me. Well, seen as though that what's been happening over across the pond, I have to say, when I watch the Bin podcast, I just feel incredibly sorry for them, because you just think, my God, they've got 4 years of listening to that clown in the Oval Office. But let's just have a bit of a treat, because we all love the wonderful, the fantastic broken news, and let's just say, I think they sum up the situation with what's happening in America. Are they really the baddies?
Welcome to Broken News. The United States of America is insisting it's not the bad guy. It comes as President Trump ramps up his America First agenda, sets off trade wars around the globe, and adds human skulls to the US flag. Our reporter has more.
In an attempt to calm unwarranted hysteria over unfounded allegations of authoritarianism, the United States government says, "We're not the bad guys, and anyone who says we are will be shot in the face." President Trump claims the legacy media is obsessed with painting him personally as a bad guy. The 45th, 47th and final president says just because he's refusing to support allies that are under attack has made his entire country a laughingstock, is something of a proven fraudster and convicted felon, and someone who has a tendency to get a little bit rapey with young girls. That doesn't make him bad or wrong or incompetent or stupid or dangerously unhinged. Speaking...
I must admit, I picked up on that Spanked Monkey, Dick Tubbins. That's funny, isn't it?
From the new government HQ, a hollowed-out volcano here on Death Island, Trump insisted America is, and always has been, the home of the good guys. It is, after all, he said, where Jesus Christ was born. Meanwhile, wearing an on-point black leather trench coat over a well-cut Hugo Boss suit with some chic mid-calf laceless boots and a natty red armband, Obergruppenführer Elon Musk said, "America is the greatest democracy in the world. How else could a lowly billionaire like me end up at the top of it without the need for an election or any basic checks or balances? Look, sometimes the world needs a bit of ethnic cleansing, sometimes eugenics is just good, tidy economic sense, and sometimes, to get things done, you've just got to get your tongue right up a dictator's mucky fudge duct." Of course, many of us grew up thinking of America as the good guys. They lovingly ended World War II at the earliest opportunity. They kindly invented Kanye West for us. And they've tried to spread freedom by thoughtfully installing puppet governments in countries coincidentally rich in natural resources. Well, Broken News approached the Democrats for comment. They said, While we're obviously concerned about the destruction of the fabric of American society, the ripping up of the Constitution, and a bonfire of 250 years of history and tradition, we're seemingly not able to do anything about it. So we're just going to hang back for now, have a bit of a moan about it, and we'll see what happens. Vive la résistance. Powerful stuff. Back to you.
Thank you. What a lovely story. That's all from Broken News. You're up to date.
Sorry for laughing through that, but I'm pinching that mucky fudge duct. I'm pinching that. That was so funny. Chocolate starfish. Yes. Oh dear, that was so funny. Oh. America was furious with me in another channel because I commented eggs were average 90 cents to €1.50 to the dozen. Oh dear. Absolutely, Stephen Bankier. The colourful description was definitely descriptive. Yes. Sticking your tongue right up a monkey fudge duct. I'm pinching that. That was funny. Good evening, Eric Davison. Hope you're well. I just got that little juvenile sense of humour of Eric Davison just waltzing into the live stream as he was saying, getting your tongue right up a mucky fudge duct. What? Then claimed that they did not exist anywhere in the US. Well, yeah, exactly. You know, when facts don't suit their narrative, just deny everything. But they are brilliant, aren't they? They're hilariously funny, them two. One of them, I don't know if anybody's seen him, but he was on the chase. You know, the one who said the tongue up the mucky fudge duct. Sorry for saying that, but he was on the chase. He was answering questions on the chase. I'm sure it was him that was on it, because as soon as I saw him, I thought, I know who he is. I think he's actually from Leeds as well. I'm sure he heard that from Leeds. So it always makes me chuckle because I'm sat there, when they are sort of like doing the outside reporting, and they say, we're here in sunny America, and you think, no, you're not, you're in Leeds. The price of eggs is no yoke to Americans just now. Just saying, I can imagine I'm getting buffering issues just now. Is it just me? Well, it might be just you. Because everything seems to be fine my end anyway. Oh, mate, you titty, not Mrs. I sounded a bit naughty. But yeah, they're absolutely hilariously funny. Oh, but it's... Right. Yeah, say it does seem to be... Yes, it does seem to be all fine here, but I've just noticed I managed to hit 60 people watching. This is a very, very good night. Very, very good night. So... thanks for your effort, guys, and thanks for joining us for a bit of a good giggle. Did you see the Republican telling folk to get a... No, I haven't. Oh, that'll be hilariously funny. I've got... The sun really shines out my... We don't really want to know that's Eric, but anyway. We've... since our Trumple Thin-Skinned has basically started doing his nonsense with, his nonsense tariff wars with Canada. I found a little bit of a video which, it seems to be on off type tariff war with Canada, and I found a little video that basically just sums up what's been happening, and it's and let's just say it is absolutely priceless. I don't know who made this, but whoever did, it's absolutely hilarious. It's to enjoy.
Oh, all right. Well, if you want me out, you're gonna have to make me tap out.
That's Canada and the world.
All right, let's fight. You want to fight me? What, you crazy? Can't you read, my man?
Your shirt doesn't mean shit.
Fucking fight already! Hey, one at a time, all right? Shut it right now. Let's not forget what the shirt says. It says tap out.
Look, dude, I got a herniated disc and my dad's a lawyer. So if you touch me at all, I will sue the fuck out of you, all right?
What you gonna do, bitch?
I still want to fight.
After what we just said?
Yes.
All right, you want to fight? I've been ready for a fight. Come on.
Go on,
Put him up. It's your funeral, my man.
Where are you going?
Oh, I'm right here. Where are you going?
I'm here.
All right, Troy, get the door. Hey, come on, pussy. Where you going now? Where the hell you going? Oh, and look at you running.
Yeah, that just sums up how Trump doesn't it. It always seems to be, the tariffs are coming. Yes, tariffs. It's going to be this amount of tariffs, that amount of tariffs, doesn't it? And then when it really, it just sounds, well, it's not going to be like that. He just seems to then back out, doesn't he? Count me a two. I'm drunk. I'm seeing double. Never screw with Canada. That's why there's a Geneva Convention. Absolutely, my dear friend. Had the chance to help at a donkey sanctuary in France just before the pandemic. Oh, I bet that'd have been brilliant. I can imagine. That'd have been absolutely so. How could I put it? Fulfilling. If my body had have allowed me to do something like that, I'd have been up for that. And knowing the usual suspects still say, they would do, and he would strut around. It's like that great analogy, playing chess with a pigeon. Once you checkmate the pigeon, it just flops its wings about, throws all the pieces all the way, shits all over the board, and then struts about as if it's won. So yeah, it probably would do. Yes, it's going to be interesting. Is that election? Do you think that he's actually going to do it? Do you think Mark Carney will be in charge after the election? So I'm not surprised one of my best mates is from California, been here 20 years, has disowned the US, doesn't want citizenship, wants to drop it. Wow, that's amazing. But like I say, this is, let's just be honest. This is what makes I had to laugh at this, because it just made me chuckle, because it just summed up, just basically summed up what the situation between the USA and Canada, and it just I thought it was just hilariously funny. Yeah, I love that. Yes, those are the jokes. These are the jokes, folks. Well done, Mad Monk. I was once offered a job to work to a job working with donkeys, but I had to turn Trump down. Bum tish. Brilliant. Yes. Like, there are around 60,000 Ukrainian refugees and around 100,000 half are resident Ukrainians here, and many with Portuguese nationality. At a point, we had around 160,000 Ukrainian. Wow. I imagine they'll have been internally grateful, won't they? But yeah, so as soon as I saw that, I just thought that was just hilariously funny. You just and as usual, very, very immature on my part, so I do apologise. But let's get back to some good old fashioned, you know, because, like, as I say, with the Trump, is it true the orange fart has put a 50% tariff on a whiskey? I don't know actually. It's very difficult to keep up. He could have done, and then he's changed his mind within half an hour, Julie Brown. So your guess is as good as mine. I'm sure somebody in the chat will say he has or he hasn't. I'll say I've been busy sort of like getting myself all organised for what we're doing tonight, but it wouldn't surprise me, would it? But as I say, I found this brilliant little bit of how can I put it, video, which I just thought was absolutely top draw. And whoever made this, I have to say, I raise a glass to him. Absolutely top class. Get your lighters out there, get boogieing, and this is brilliant, whoever made this in candle, so get boogieing.
At first we were afraid, we were petrified, kept thinking we could never live without you by our side. And we spent so many nights thinking how you did us wrong. Now we've banded all together. Your tariff made us strong, and so you know you're not so great. There's not a snowball's chance in hell we'll be your 51st state. We should have told you this before. You don't believe this, but it's true. You really need our resources far more than we need you. So now just go, walk out the door. We do not need you. You're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who instigated these trade fights? You'll soon grow to regret it when we turn out your lights in the dark. We will survive as long as we can think and work. We know we'll stay alive. We have all we really need. We can live without your greed. We will survive. We will survive. There's been a change. It's time you knew. We're not that fledgling little country still in awe of you. We are now a nation proud that is happy to be free. You didn't realize you gave us our own identity, so now just go. We will survive as long as we can think and work. We know we'll stay alive. You have all we really need. We can live without your greed. We will survive. We will survive. So just go.
He's brilliant, isn't he? Absolutely top draw. The wave those in the air and dance around your handbag. Yes, exactly. Yes, yes, right. We stand with Canada on this. Come on, David. Did you hear Canada thank Scotland for supporting the Bannon USA goods in the last week? I haven't actually. No. Oh, I've got to see that. That is brilliant. Yeah, absolutely, Freddie Roth. It's absolutely brilliant. And what I love, you know, it seems to me that with all his behaviour that he's doing, it seems to me that the whole world, well, apart from Russia and the other Russian stooges, the rest of the world is all banding together, and it seems to be the same in Europe, doesn't it? So, and you know, he's tanking the economy, losing allies. Absolutely. But yes, absolutely. And yes, if Russian people have that. Yes, is this? Yeah, absolutely. It's absolutely. Yeah. Yes, Stephen Bankier, look over there. Where? Oh, sorry. It's there. Where? I don't see anything. said it is about Ukraine being an artificial country. Well, to be fair to Ukraine, they've done really. They've absolutely spent how many years now? 3 years just embarrassing Russia, haven't they? You know, because they said it'll be just a 3-day operation. Oh, it's lasted a lot longer than that, hasn't it? US products are not popular here, but I can tell you from someone working in Lidl here that Coca-Cola and other US stuff made here is selling a quarter of what it used to and diminishing. Wow. Wow. Well, there's that old saying, isn't it? Fuck about, find out, I suppose. Excellent. That's good on Ukraine. Yes, absolutely. I've been listening to a lot of what Lavrov and Putin say. I find them more honest and factual than the Western politicians when they speak. Oh, I have to say, I was listening to an interesting conversation. Somebody who studied what happens in Russia a lot. I can't remember where she worked, but she always said, never trust Russia whatsoever. So. But anyway, Portuguese folks are pretty quiet about it. We just do it and no big noise. Well, yes, exactly. Thank God you don't have somebody like Donald Trump in charge, because I'm sure he'd make a big noise, wouldn't he? But I've found the last few weeks with the situation with what's happening in with America and Canada and Mexico with the tariffs, it's absolutely bonkers. I don't understand what's he going to get out of it. But Marsha, he's a bit of a malignant narcissist, so no point trying to understand really. Because I'll say that call Dean from Grimsby, he did say it just basically he just does whatever makes him feel good at the time, doesn't it? Yes, it is. It just gets better and better for Scotland. Ferry service crack found in hull of New Glen's Scenic Ferry. Ah, is it? Very interesting. Don't buy Coke, Pepsi. Buy your soft drinks from local producers. I'd go along with that. Yes. Been boycotting using goods for about 40 months now. Glad it's happening when it comes to capitalism. The only power is through profits or the starvation of profits. Absolutely, Chris Fisher. Yeah, totally agree. You know, yeah, he was Billy Kershaw. He was just brilliant. He just like the stuff he said. You think, I never thought about that when he said what he said. I thought it kind of makes sense now when I think about it. Especially when he talked about, well, you know, Putin looks a little bit like his dad in the way, you know, slightly. And I thought, yeah, and especially when he said that he views people like Putin and Elon Musk as he's better because they've got more money than him. And I just thought, how interesting. It's not something I thought about. But anyway. But like, not only is he pissing off those in what you call Canada, he's not really ingratiating himself with people in Sweden either. Or Switzerland, should I say. I love it. I dig the tops. That's brilliant. Brilliant. They were brilliant. I love the hats. They were brilliant, weren't they? They were absolutely top draw. Yes. And fast food and brands I'm aware of. I've sold my American pension assets and bought into non-US funds. Yeah, exactly. That's the way what you need to do. Just hit them where it hurts. It's them in pockets, aren't you? Best way to do it. But yeah, absolutely, general. They were brilliant. Cork in Texas had migrants working for them a long time. One day, bosses called all the workers into the meeting, but handed them over to ICE. I will never buy Coke again. Yes, I did hear something about that. I did hear something that is shocking, isn't it? Starmer makes John Major look a man on permanent Mardi Gras. No. Good evening, Paul McSweeney. Hope you're well. And hope you've had a lovely day, and welcome to my Friday frolic. But yes, he's not exactly the most, he's not somebody who's going to get you off your seat in a rather, what's the word, a rousing speech. So I do understand what you mean. Tastiest is the Curiosity Cola, but it's expensive. Yes, we have bar cola here, and I find it tastier than Coca-Cola and far less sugar and far cheaper too. Yeah, I say when I just pinged you on the Snowflake server. Look out for the pick plate. Right, I certainly will do, my dear friend. Thank you for that context. Thank you. If you need peeling paint, put on a stamp speech. Yeah. The speech of the Danish MP in the EU Parliament should become the official response of Europe to Trump. I have not seen that. I might have done and might not realised. Is he the one with a long straggly hair, or am I thinking of somebody else? I remember I have to say, Alistair Kerr, remember them bottles of, is it bottles of bar? You know, when you get the pot man popping round with bottles, and you know when you get your bottles and of pop for a week, and then once you've finished, you take them back and you put in and you get about a couple of quid back, you know, for recycling and stuff like that, for reusable. Oh, those were the days. My God, takes me back to my childhood. Did it? Yes. Is it the guy I'm thinking about, Alistair Kerr? Is it? If it is him, then yeah. Yeah, then yeah, I do remember it. Yeah, he didn't take any prisoners, did he? Dear Mr. Trump, let me answer you in a language you can understand. Mr. Trump, fuck off. Yes. Yes, now I remember, yes. We call him the Ginger Man. Chris F. Glass bottle, yes. But yeah, those were the days. But speaking of these tariffs, let's just say it comes. We've just worked when it comes to our hot off the press breaking news, our Donald Trump, he was right up for these tariff wars. He was he was getting up, he was going to be fighting fit, ready for it. But unfortunately, what happened? He had a tiny injury. Yes, he had to sideline him because unfortunately, his bone spurs, tweaked, and that's it. He was sidelined.
The President of the United States has been forced to pull out of a trade war with Canada and Mexico, citing bone spurs as the issue.
It is an unfortunate setback for the President. He was really looking forward to this trade war. But when your bone spurs flare up, there's just nothing you can do about it.
And just to be clear, he hasn't pulled out of tariffs because they're a terrible idea, making everything more expensive for Americans, and the mere suggestion of them has sent the stock markets tumbling.
No, tariffs are a good idea, as are all barriers to free trade. Look, the President was about to give this trade war a blooming good go, but these debilitating bone spurs have stopped this war in its tracks.
Thank you. Next up, Elon Musk fails to cut single job as chainsaw too heavy. The President of the United States has been forced to...
Yes. Yes, so the reason why... We found out the reason why these tariff wars didn't start, because his bone spurs kicked in, and that was him. He was sidelined, unfortunately. Yes, a bone spur flare-up, unfortunately. Yes, totally agree. He was really up for it, fighting fit. Did the warm-up, on the sidelines. He was ready to go at it, hammer and tongs, and then tongs, should I say. And then the bone spurs flared up. How sad. Oh dear, never mind. But that's how it goes, unfortunately. Yes, absolutely. I think it's... Is that how much it is now? Is that... to return bottles of pop, 25 pence. My God. Those were the days. I think it could have been about either 2 pence or 5 pence for us when we were kids when it came to bottles of pop. You know, after you supped and Pop Man would come back a week later and they were empty bottles, and then you're looking around for what other pop. Those were the days. What was it? Burn spur. I needed to Google that. Yes, well, apparently that's what Don Mussolini, Armando Mussolini, should I say. He escaped the draft back. You know, I was so ready. I was fighting fit, ready to take on Vietnam, but unfortunately my bone spurs flared up. Can't walk. I'm struggling. Remember a couple of weeks ago I showed a video, you know, when I talked about where some reporter said to a Trump fan, what did you think about what do you think about Joe Biden missing the draft because he had bone spurs? Oh, well, he cannot be trusted with the country. He doesn't care. He is not a fit and proper person. And then when she turned the table, oh no, sorry, I forgot that it was actually Donald Trump that escaped the draft. And he said, oh well, it's fair enough if you're struggling to walk. Then there's no point of drafting them, you know. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And sort of like, speaking of these Trump supporters, I've got a couple of belting clips for you. Absolutely top drawer, these. Because, let's just say, when you tie them in knots, I don't know what it is with them, but I just think, yes, absolutely, but Scott, that is a disgrace. But when you watch these people as they tie themselves in knots, it's amazing how I sort of like, you could say, came across a couple of these videos from this young kid. I think he did one of these videos, you know, where you get them all in a circle and yeah, wondered if there were. Oh no, God, the legend that is our Donkey Dave. Please subscribe to that man's channel. He's brilliant. And if nothing else, please watch his live streams. Him and Long John. And, you know, where they're supping the paint stripper and the pork pies. Joy to behold. Nothing more Yorkshire than that. That's what I can say. Pork pie and paint stripper. Can't beat it. But there's a guy called Dean Withers. And I think he did a group of where he debated a lot of Trump supporters, and well, he's been doing I think it must be some sort of podcast, and he's got a couple of these videos where I have to say his brain must hurt every time he finishes with it, because apparently this MAGA supporter hates him because Is he telling porky pies? Sorry, Donkey Dave, I just had to fit that one in, you know, because you're pork pies. Or is it because he spews facts? This is hilarious.
All you do is spew facts because you think that trumps what's happened to me in my life. I spew facts? All you do is spew facts. That's all you do.
I like you a little bit more now.
Yeah, facts, like statistics, shit you've read in an article.
Is he meaning? Is he meaning?
You have no idea how the actual effect it has on the American people.
Is he meaning to say
sit in office all day trying to debate people?
Is he meaning to say this, buddy?
I am meaning to say this. All you do all day is read articles and get statistics so you can debate people and smile while you debate it because you think you're better, which you're not.
I don't think I'm better than you. I just think I'm smarter than you.
You're not, just because you read statistics all day doesn't mean you're smarter. Just because you read statistics all day doesn't mean you're smarter.
Okay.
And that's a fucking liberal thing to say.
Okay, all right.
Just because you read statistics doesn't mean you're smarter.
Education does not make you more intelligent. I couldn't disagree more.
Education doesn't make you intelligent. You learn things so you have more knowledge. That's it. But that doesn't make you smarter.
Are you sure that you want to defend that premise, that education doesn't make you more intelligent?
It doesn't, because I know a lot of people that that went to college that I know more than them. Just because you went to college for 4 years and studied how to teach kids doesn't mean you know more than me.
Well, I never specified traditional or institutional education. You're talking to a college dropout. Okay, I couldn't agree more that for some people, the way in which institutions of education would present information is not conducive towards, like the highest level of intelligence or retaining of information. Okay, but I'm merely arguing education of any form can make one more intelligent.
I guess it's partially true.
Right. It is partially true that education can make one more intelligent. So when you try to critique me by saying that I educate myself all day, then I come on live to spew facts, I look at you and I think to myself, what the hell is this guy saying?
Absolutely mental, I just find these people absolutely fascinating, even when you tell them the facts. But good evening, Richard Grumpagate, and good evening, Wales. Hope you're both incredibly well, and welcome to my Friday frolic. And I hope you had a lovely day. I hope you're going to have a lovely weekend, and as I say, welcome to the show. And if you think that was bad, you are in for an absolute treat. This one is, you think this is just absolutely, completely off the rails, tonto. Where let's just say we get into the situation of religion, and what this woman has to say, you will not believe it. It is just, you just won't believe what she says here. It's like Zat was saying, isn't there? No point having a mind if it cannot be changed. But if you're just being absolutely shredded with what you're saying, you don't double down, do you? But this is mental.
Okay, why did you vote for Trump?
Well, I voted for Trump because I didn't really like the whole Biden administration because it presented weakness.
Okay, so what specifically about the Biden-Harris administration presented weakness?
Well, just that, they wanted to help everybody they could.
So you think, okay, are you a Christian?
Yeah.
Did Jesus want to help everybody that he could?
Well, I don't really know if Jesus was actually alive. Can't prove that.
You just said that you were a Christian.
Well, yeah, that's what I align with.
So if you're a Christian, that means that you believe Jesus was alive.
Well, I believe in what I know for a fact.
So then you wouldn't be a Christian.
Then I guess I wouldn't be a Christian.
I'm so sorry. You're just racking my brain. This is hell for me. Do you guys see what I go through with some of these guests?
Absolutely, Frederick. I think she's brain dead. Yeah. She just think my brain would be just absolutely. It'd just be gone. I just think, how do you reply to that? How can you have a conversation with that? And QLI Bria, Trump's fixer was made to wait 8 hours to meet Trump. It felt like a classic power play. Sky News, interesting. Yeah, you can tell that our, what you call him, our Putin, he's playing Trump like a fiddle, and it's clearly obvious. Not helping. And damn, those egg prices were high. Yeah, absolute jam. What the fuck? Think she's Oh dear. Certainly lacking in empathy. Yeah. Off the scale, batshit crazy. Yeah. It's better out of glass and it gets colder, in my opinion. Yes, that's what we love about this show, you know. Because we go from politics to the pop man when we were kids. Brilliant. Ah, those were them days. Ah, memories. But yes, it's yeah, absolutely, yeah. But is this real? Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, Mad Monk, it is. Yeah. Can somebody give me a link to that guy, please? He's good. Would any of my moderators be able to do that? It's I get the feeling his name is Dean Withers. Milking glass bottles, Dean. Fantastic. Yes, those were the days. I say it as is. We just basically use milk for tea, and as is. I think ours is full fat. I think it could be semi-skimmed now. Yeah, but it is. It's semi-skimmed. I'm wondering, is his name Dean Withers? Yes, I get. Yes. Yeah, that's his name, Dean Withers. Yeah. So. But yeah, he is very good. I remember him doing a bit of a video where like somebody mentioned Sam Cedar did the same. Yeah, it's similar to that a couple of months ago, and yeah, they're absolutely batshit bonkers. Cheers for that. Cheers for that, Joe and Alistair. Cheers for that, much appreciated. And yeah, cheers for that, Mad Monk. Yeah, so. You have a choice of 3 there, context. So, yeah, I agree. He's very, very good. And, oh, my God, his brain must absolutely ache after all that. Absolutely. That's the reason why I can't do this show without you guys. You guys are absolutely brilliant. So, thumbs up to my fantastic moderators, Joe, Mad Monk, and Alistair. Couldn't do it without you. Much appreciated. You're the best. Cheers for that. But like when Trump was 40, absolutely, yeah. But let's crack on. As I say, we've nearly finished. Nearly in the home straight now, and still get I know we've got one or two still one or two brilliant. I think this will be the last one from Maggie Reed, but this is brilliant where she just beautifully explains the whole point of tariffs. On 200% tariffs on European alcohol is going to kill. Yes, and she's just brilliant. I love Maggie Reed. I just think she's an absolute hoot. She's an absolute legend. Take it away, Maggie.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Five. I'm Judge Janine Pirro. And in today's Donald Trump tariff news, it looks like Donald Trump is threatening a 200% tariff on European alcohol. God damn it!
Even the strongest allies of the president don't like these tariffs.
And for once, I agree with Jessica. Can someone get me a new wine glass?
If you have a tariff on a product, Jessica,
Yeah, Don't do
what
the
that
yes or
does
no
is
thing.
it makes
Why?
American workers richer.
This is
because
what's
then you
stupid.
buy American.
You moron! You can't make French champagne in America!
He's doing tough stuff that politicians usually don't do because it's unpopular.
No shit, it's unpopular, Jesse. Listen, I had no problem with tariffs on steel or lumber, but you fuck with my alcohol and you fuck with me. Now what am I supposed to do?
Maybe you turn to drugs.
Drugs? So I can end up like those two? Well, it looks like I'll be stuck with my boxed wine from America. Now, how much of this do you think I can drink before we get back from commercial break?
All of it?
Bingo.
She's brilliant, isn't she? She's absolutely hilariously funny. Are you heading off, Cathal? No worries, my good friend. You have a good weekend, and thanks for stopping by. And hope you and your wife have a lovely weekend. And take care, my dear friend. But let's say she's absolutely hilariously funny. Yeah, she is, Frederick Ross. She is brilliant. Now, I have to say, I put this one in because I have to say it would, in a sort of like a little bit of a, she reminds me of a soprano's wife. Yeah, she does. I see what I mean. It kind of reminds, when I saw this video, it reminded me of my daughter. Because, you know, being the massive dog lover that she is, if she was given a choice of picking a human as a friend or a dog or as a best friend, I know who she would pick, and it would be the dog all over. Without a shadow of a doubt, it would be the dog. Well, this young lady, she gets into a bit of gets into a spot of bother, you know, with the law, because you know, like when I think clearly in America, you know, if you want to drive down in the fast lane, you've got to have more than one passenger in. Well, in a way, she did. This is funny.
Good afternoon.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hey.
Do you know the reason why I pulled you over?
I have no idea why you would have pulled me over.
You were driving in the HOV lane, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, the HOV lane is for 2 persons or more in a vehicle.
Yeah, high occupancy vehicle.
Correct. You got that right.
Okay.
Right, and it's just you in the car.
Oh, well, it's not me. It's me and my friend. This is actually my best friend.
That's great, but it's a dog.
This is not a dog. This is not a dog. Bodhi identifies as a human being. That's very insulting. I'm sorry, Bodhi. We didn't mean to insult you, baby.
Well, ma'am, I might not be an animal expert, but I know a dog when I see one. And again, I'm going to explain the law to you again. HOV is for 2 persons or more in one vehicle driving in the left lane to be able to bypass traffic.
Yeah.
So you have yourself and a dog in the front seat.
And I would never drive in the HOV lane just with myself. I would never do that. That's like, that would not be right. But I have Bodhi with me.
Right.
I just picked him up from work.
Okay, well, that's interesting that you picked him up from work.
Yeah, he works at the nursing home down the street.
It's great. That's really great. But again,
do you want to see his ID?
The law is the law, ma'am.
Do you want to see his ID?
Look, I'm not going to go around with you about this all day long. In fact, here's what I'll do. I'm not going to write you up a ticket for driving in the HOV lane.
Okay.
Okay? But I am going to write you up a ticket for your dog not wearing a seatbelt.
I just took the seatbelt off.
I'll be right back.
You had it on.
I'll be right back.
Brilliant. What I love is that look on her face of saying, yeah, what's the problem? I'd let her away. I'll say, I'll say it was, as soon as I saw that, I just thought that was, just reminded me of my fantastic dog. Because when it comes to animals, she loves a dog. Yeah, to be fair, the copper, he did handle it very, very well, didn't he? I say there's not really to get all irate about, but let's just let's have a. I was shown this fantastic bit of I don't know if my dear friend Reagan Elite is still in the chat, but he showed me this wonderful bit of a funny article that, let's just say, that even News Thump would be proud of. Yes, it's 8 years old, like, but you know, it's man arrested for speeding in DeLorean at 88 mile an hour. Yes, great Scott. Yes, talk about heavy. Now this is, just remember, 8 years old, I read it and I wet myself laughing. Good on the lad, you know. Nigel Mills claims he wasn't trying to time travel as in Back to the Future, but simply took his motor for a bit of a run around. Yeah, or as remember that show as a kid, Run Around. Yeah, Run Around. Yes, Back to the Future fan has been clocked speeding his DeLorean at 88 mile an hour in Essex. Nigel Mills, 55, who paid £22,000 for his cult vehicle, denied that he had been attempting to break the space-time continuum in his efforts. In the 1985 film Marty McFly, Michael J. Fox manages to transport himself back to 1955 after hitting 88 miles per hour in the machine invented by Doc Brown, Christopher Lloyd. Yes. I wasn't trying to time travel, said Mills. I don't know why, but when I first read this, I nearly broke out when I said nearly broke out into a bit of a Farmer Giles type accent. I wasn't trying to time travel. You know, I think, what you doing, mate? Idiot. Idiot. I wasn't trying to time travel, said Mills, despite his top speed being recorded at 89 miles per hour, heading north on the A12 near Margareton. It was at 11 a.m. on a Sunday and the road was completely clear. Mills said he only takes the two-seater out a few times a year and had taken the DeLorean out for a bit of a run around when he was caught speeding. He appeared before Chelmsford magistrates, but the case was thrown out after the two officers who clocked him speeding were absent from the court date. It just kind of sums everything up to a T there, doesn't it? He explained that he'd purchased the vehicle as he was a car fan, and me and the rest of my family enjoyed the Back to the Future films. When I'm out in it, a few people recognise it. They slow down and take pictures. Drivers take pictures out of their windows or try to film you. And I get approached at petrol stations. But we all want to know no details on whether or not Mills had kitted his car out with a flux capacitor, essential for time travel, have been released. So, what do you reckon? Is he trying to time travel back to 1955? I have to say, well spotted, Reagan elite. That was one hell of a spot, and I couldn't resist sharing because it made me chuckle. But anyway, we're nearly into the home straight, and as now we've come to the end, and yes, wasn't 90 mile an hour the speed they needed in the film? They stopped him. I thought it was 88. It was 88 or 89. I'm sure it was. Yeah. Yes, I thought it was 88. But anyway, let's just say the last one for tonight has to go to, seeing as though it's what you call St. Patrick's Day on Monday, has got to go to the one, the only Garrett. And let's just say, yeah, dress up, where he says you get to dress up as a ginger as well for Paddy's Day. Take it away, my dear friend.
How are you getting on? It's St. Patrick's Day in a week, a stressful time for us Irish people. We know we're going to have to watch everybody behave like fucking idiots in our honour, I suppose. I am extremely proud of St. Patrick's Day. I feel like it's a really good way for the world to let off a little bit of racist steam. It's a nice playful sort of racism where you get to choose a particularly jolly set of white people, emulate their substance abuse, and you get to dress up as a ginger as well. It's good, clean fun, and it's much better than having, say, an India Day, where you dress up as an Indian and pick a set of Indian stereotypes and try and turn those into some sort of a parade. Instead of putting green dye into the water fountain outside the White House, you'd have to fill it with curry powder. That would be racist, and a complete waste of curry powder. So enjoy our culture, and remember, on St. Patrick's Day, you're allowed to say cunt. But don't just drink. Enjoy the other parts of our culture. Have a Tayto sandwich. Have a chicken fillet roll. Have a go at one of your English friends for something that happened 200 years ago. Only joking, don't do that. We've got that covered. Also, St. Patrick didn't get rid of the snakes. He basically eradicated the pagans, who actually came up with the other holiday we're famous for, Halloween. So that's a bit fucked up. Anyway, follow me. I'm delicious.
All I could say is, it's a good job we don't have one angry pagan in there, because he'll be spitting feathers now. Hearing that he got rid of the pagans, he'll say, oh no he didn't, there's one angry pagan here who's not been got rid of. All I will say is, I have to say that the last 2 hours just seem to go like that. It just seems to be that as soon as I press start streaming, it seems to me that, my God, where's the time gone? It's amazing how time flies when you're having fun. And I have to say thank you for my fantastic moderators, for all you do. I cannot do this without you. And can I also say thank you for you guys for stopping by. I've had an absolute hoot for the last couple of hours, and I hope that you've come away from this live stream with a bit of a smile on your face, because in these difficult times we always need that little bit of gallows humour, don't we? Oh, thank you, Frederick Roth. Cheers, Scott, and yes, and same to you guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Take care, and up the fucking chickens. Hope we can get 3 points tomorrow. Hope we can beat Tranmere. So I will just leave the live stream here. Have a fantastic weekend, and if you're out for Paddy's Day, have a wonderful day, and take care, my friends, and see you later.